Good evening, I'm Alice Bandukravi. Campaigners against plans to build more than 1,500 homes on a Berkshire golf course say they're hopeful of preventing it from happening after the land was redesignated as an asset of community value. It'll give local people first refusal before Maidenhead's golf course can be sold onto a developer. Alan Sinclair reports.
These 132 acres are owned by the local council. They're currently leased to Maidenhead Golf Club, but the land has been earmarked for housing when that deal comes to an end.
There's a right-of-way path and people bring their dogs, their children. It's an area that has over 10,000 trees. They're proposing to put 1,500 homes. Now, that will take up a lot of the golf course, 3-storey buildings, some terrace homes, but also there'll be some proposed 4, 5 and 6 storeys.
Yet while a potential developer is waiting in the wings, there's a long way to go before the land's sold, and those trying to force a rethink have been handed a chance. Their vision is that this publicly owned land becomes a park, open space for the benefit of people and wildlife.
It has just been designated as an asset of community value, which means that it is recognised as an area for the community both now and in the future. And that's a very important designation because it does mean that at the time that they sell any parcel of this space, we have the right to bid on it and raise the funds in order to protect it.
The new government's committed to speed up the planning process to build much needed homes, putting councils under pressure to find land and strike development deals. But it's also said local opinions will be taken into account.
So instead of them choosing sites that local people don't want, local people would have said, we want housing here, and developers will get the sweet spot because they'll get a fast track if they build it there.
Meanwhile, the clock is ticking. A planning application for houses here will be considered later this month.
Now, many of us have been getting rid of Christmas trees this weekend, but one project in North London is putting them to good use. At Kentish Town City Farm, the goats are making the most of them in a project which will help to build them new digs. Vincent McAviney explains.
Many Londoners will have been packing away the Christmas decorations this weekend, and Kentish Town City Farm has been providing a solution for those who want to recycle their tree.
Well, those annoying needles and branches can be used to feed these guys, Kentish City Farm's goats and also their sheep. Plus, the ground-up mulch can be used for garden pathways. So, for a small donation fee, Londoners have not only been giving a second life to their festive spruces, they've also been helping to fund a new goat house.
Mel, Rosie seems to be loving the Christmas trees.
Yes, she is. We're very fortunate that we get all these trees given to us with a donation, and they love them, and they're also very good for them.
And you're using those donations to build a new goat house?
We are, yes. Our current goat house is over 50 years old, falling apart, showing its age. It's had some help from the goats, headbutting it and nibbling bits.
Tell me how important it is to have a farm like this in the heart of London.
Well, just having a slice of the countryside in the middle of the city is brilliant. I mean, we get people from all ages and it's very educational. They get to see things they don't see.
They're hoping to start building their new goat house as soon as they've reached their crowdfunding target. Vincent McAviney, BBC London.
Now tonight on BBC One, Call the Midwife returns for a new series. It's of course based on the work of midwives in the East End of London after the war. And our health correspondent Carl Mercer has spent some time with the real midwives of Poplar, finding out why they're following in the footsteps of their fictional counterparts.
I think there's no job better than midwifery. I don't think there's a job that gives you that.
Does that still stay the same every time you deliver a baby?
Yeah. It never changes. It's like it's the first time you've done it, but you've done it for years and years.